If it looks like we have a lot of product to open, it's because we do. Oh, hey, what's up you guys? How's it going? It's Papa. I'm bringing to you guys episode 2 of Sealed Only, and what I said last week was that we were going to be opening up more packs of Shadows in Valhalla, and I do have more packs of Shadows in Valhalla, but I also wanted to do Ignition Assault for this opening as well. The only problem was that during the recording of it, my camera stopped midway through, so it looks kind of rough. Like, I'll throw in some clips. So we got 3 packs of Ignition Assault, name, Link Party, and Wind Pegasus at Ignister. Nothing that can really help us there. No cross sheet. Jesus. AI's Ritual, Charged Up Heraldry, Gravity Control. Yes, that's one of the cards we were looking for. Again, we're just looking for cross sheet. Those, Karakuri, and oh, we actually got a secret rare. We got Ignister AI Land. I want you guys to let me know, like, if you think I should be able to use those cards, because it's not technically in a video. I mean, it's going to be like a little clip. I wanted to know your guys' input on this, if I'm able to use it. I only got the packs because I wanted to pull a cross sheep and I wanted to pull a gravity controller. But again, I don't know if it should really count. It is sealed product, but again, it's not really like part of this week's budget, so I did get other stuff to make up for it, so let's go ahead and get down into the opening. So yes, again, we did get more packs of Shadows in Valhalla to open for this week, but I also found 1 pack of Fusion Enforcers. We're still looking to get that Invoked Engine to support our deck, but I also picked up 2 of the structure decks of the Sacred Beast. It also comes with some very good staples that we could use for like our side deck. Like, it comes with the Kaiju, but it does come with Radiant. That's a really good side deck card. It can make our Super Polymorph live to make Winda easier. It also comes with Chaos Hunter, and it'll come with Terraforming, and most importantly, it comes with Pot of Desires, and we could really use the consistency for this deck. So I picked up a couple of those just so we had a couple copies. Terraforming will be very useful once we get the Magical Meltdown to help support the deck. But let's go ahead and get into the packs first. So since we only got 1 pack of Fusion Enforcers, we're going to go ahead and get started into that. I don't remember if the secret rare is on the front or the back, so I'm just going to go ahead and do that. So we got Edgemp Chain, Toy Vendor, Miracle Fertilizer, Summoner Monk, so no Alistair, but we got a, Invoked Cocytus. Not necessarily the invoked card that we're looking for, but who knows, maybe some way in the future it'll make its way into the extra deck. But we do have an invoked card, so that's what we were looking to get out of these. Next off, we'll go ahead and finish with our 6 packs of Shadows in Valhalla. Again, we're looking for the invoked cards, so let's go ahead and get into pack number 1. Okay, so we got Valkyrie Driddy, Elemental Hero Magnaneos, Cyber Dark Impact, Mermail Abyss Teus, and for a secret rare we have a Gateway to Chaos. Pack number 2. We got Goddess Skulls Oracle. I just realized these are first edition packs, so that's pretty cool. But Goddess Skulls Oracle. We got a Twilight Ninja Jowgen, Armor Ninjutsu Art of Alchemy, Ninjutsu Arts of Transformation, and for our secret rare we have a Yellow Dragon Ninja. The next pack. Okay. We got Golden Bamboo Sword, Goddess Skulls Oracle again, Strike Ninja, Ninjutsu Art of Super Transformation, and for our secret rare we got a Wind Witch Ice Spell. Pack number 4, we got Mermail Abyss Teus, Valkyrie Zowaiti, Valkyrie Erst, Goddess Skulls Oracle again. Now we have a playset of this, and for our secret we got another Ninjutsu art guy. We got the Strike Ninja, Neospatian Glow Moss. Oh, bitch! Oh, wow. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay, so we got an Ash Blossom and Joyous Spring. Wow. Okay. Uh, okay, I wasn't expecting to pull the Ash, but that's really good. We can definitely use this going forward. And oh, fuck! Oh my god, yes! Oh, wow. Okay. So we got Invoked Makava and... Oh, I just spoiled the secret rare. We got Valkyrie Brunhilde. I think this is actually a pretty good secret rare, at least valuable-wise. But, wow, what a pack. We got Invoked Makaba and we got Ash Blossom and Joyous Spring. Wow. But we're down to our last pack of Shadows in Valhalla. Let's go ahead and see what other fire lies beneath it. Whew, oh man, I got my heart jumping. Okay, we got High Speed Roy Chanbara, Goddess Verdandy's Guidance, Upstart Golden Ninja, and Jutsu Arts of Transformation. And for our secret rare, we got... Ooh, okay, El Shaddai Winda as a secret rare. We already have our playset of Winda, but nice little upgrade to end off the pack opening. Definitely not what I saw coming. We got Invoked, Mechaba, Ash Blossom, Cocytus, and Shaddai Winda. These are stuff that we're most likely going to be able to use from this week's opening. But wow, okay, that was really good, really good. But unfortunately, there's still no Alistair yet. But once we do get the Alistair, we do have some targets that we can play, which is really crazy. But yeah. So even though we have two of these, I'm just going to open one on camera just so I show you like what it is that we needed. So let's go ahead and open up the packaging, wherever the... Son of a bitch. There we go. Cool. Alright, so starting off we got Raviel, Uriah, Hammond, and the actual Raviel, as long as the fusion. This thing, that. Literally don't need any of these cards. We are here for very few. Oh, that's a good reprint. Yes, this is one of the cards that we needed, and we could actually use Chaos Hunter for the side deck as well. Definitely going to be good additions to the side deck, so we'll go ahead and put those there. Puppet Master. Ooh, Farfetch'd could actually be really good too. Oh, definitely going to need that in the future. Yeah, definitely need that. We could also use that. So this is really just all that we needed from the deck, actually. Not a whole lot. Terraforming is not going to go into the main deck just yet, just because we are still missing copies of Magical Meltdown. But when we do get them, and we will get them, this is going right on in. For the most part, these are all that we're really going to be using. Might be able to side Farfa if I don't want to play it in the main deck just yet. It is another dark, so we can use it with Allure. Same with Chaos Hunter and Radiant. But for the most part, this is just what we're going to be using. And let's go and show you what we're rocking with for this week. We have one copy of Armageddonite, as well as his three best friends, 3 Mathman, 3 copies of Shaddai Squamata. A lot of people said to max out on Squamata, so I'm going to go ahead and trust your judgment this week. I definitely did miss having multiple Squamatas when we did play the first week. 2 copies of Shaddai Beast, and 2 copies of Hedgehog, nothing really too different there. We are going to be, however, rocking with 3 copies of Shaddai Wendy. I also saw someone else mention that I should probably be doing this, so we'll go ahead and give it a try for this week. So 3 Wendy, as well as the 1 area we're still playing. And I also decided to throw in 1 Kios this week. It's a light, so you can make it with Construct. I wanted to go ahead and give it a try this week. I did see, like, when this deck first started, a lot of people topping with it. But yeah, we'll just go ahead and give it a try. Moved it down to 1 dragon instead of 2, just because I threw in the Kios. 2 copies of Dark Arm Dragon, and 1 Trick Clown, 1 Magnetic Turtle still, and 1 copy of Pero. And with a new addition, we have our 1 copy of Ash Blossom and Joyous Spring. For the spell lineup, we got ourselves 3 copies of Allure Darkness still, as well as 2 copies of Pot of Desires to go with it. We then play the same fusion lineup with 3 Shaddai Fusion, 3 El Shaddai Fusion, and 3 Super Polymerization, as well as 1 copy of Nef Shaddai Fusion. We are then playing one copy of Instant Fusion and one Foolish Burial, and we're going to end the deck with Shreshadal Incarnation. Nothing too crazy different here for the extra deck. We are playing 3 copies of Construct still, still 3 copies of Apkalone, and we are still playing 3 copies of Winda, and we got 2 copies of Shekanaga still, as well as 1 copy of Grista, 1 copy of Anoyaltis, and 1 copy of Construct. I took out the Wendigo from last week and I decided to throw in the Akashic Magician that I pulled last week. I don't know why I didn't put it in before, but it's just a generic link 2 that points down, and it's a 1700 deck. With that being said, let's go into the side deck. For the side deck, we're rocking with 2 copies of Lava Golem this week, 2 copies of Chaos Hunter, and 2 copies of Radiant. We're siding 1 copy of Dragon, and then 1 copy of Farfa. Still playing 3 Twin Twisters, and then 2 copies on Unending Nightmare, and 2 copies of Lost Wind to round off our side deck. But yeah, that is pretty solid for the most part. Looks like this is what we're rocking with this week. Let's go ahead and get into that gameplay. So starting off round 1 right here, I'm going up against Ancient Gears. Don't really know too much about what the deck does, but he let me go first. I didn't know what he was playing just yet. So with the hand that I have, I just decided that it's best to just make a Shadal Winda and pass. Don't really know if that was the best thing that I could have done, but I mean, Winda's really great. He Dark Holes me here, and just tries to wipe my board, but forgets that Winda can't die by Dark Hole. But yeah, don't really know too much about the archetype again. He activates Power Bond. Apparently the deck plays a Power Bond, and he makes the Ultimate Pound, and it's a 9,000 dude that can't really be targeted, so I don't really have too much to do, so I just kind of scoop it up here. Game 2, I'm hoping just to see Super Poly, because I feel like that's the best way to get rid of the Ultimate Pound guy. I think they're all Darks. They're either Darks or Earth, but either way I can go ahead and get rid of it if I draw a Super Poly. Like, I'm really relying on this draw right here to get a Super Poly, but yeah, that just being my luck. I don't draw Super Poly. I don't draw it here either off of a lure. So I'm out here thinking, you know what? I probably just can't win this one. So I don't know what to really do here. I mean, I have that Pot of Desires still in my hands, so I'm really banking on the Pot of Desires now. But again, if I don't get anywhere with that, like, I don't really know what's going to happen there. But I'm not really relying on it, because if I didn't draw it there, I'm probably not going to be able to draw it off of this. So I go and activate the Pot of Desires, and off of my draws, we end up getting... Dude, my deck fucking sucks. After drawing none of the cards that I needed to actually win this game, instead, my opponent's going to go do Ancient Gear combos, and he's probably going to be able to just Ultimate Pound my ass for game. So the only way that I lose here is that if he draws Power Bond. So it turns out everyone is just better than me and gets to summon their big guy, but whatever, just kill me softly. Well, can't say that I'm shocked or disappointed, but yeah, this was a very easy match for him. I lose. Okay, so game 1, round 2, our hand looks incredibly better. We are going to go ahead and summon Shadal Construct, get that Trick Clown back with a bunch of chain links going on, playing around all the hand traps. So we do Trick Clown, Chain Link 3. My hand looks really promising, not gonna lie. I go ahead and draw some cards off of Desires. He doesn't have a response, and we draw the forehead. So thank God for foreheads, right? Not really too sure on what kind of Shadal build my opponent's playing, but I do ask him if it was kind of like a sealed strategy as well. He kind of questioned what I meant by it, but he did tell me that the deck was from all the structure decks. He doesn't really have too much he can do after I stopped the Armageddon Knight with the Ash. This is looking to be a very easy game 1. So game 2, in round 2, he sets a bunch of cards and I have all the answers to his back rows. It's crazy that I was able to draw the Farfa as well as the double Twin Twister, so if he did have any kind of interruption during my turn going second, it was just stopped. But yeah, I took this game very easily, didn't really have a whole lot he could do. I just swing for a bunch of damage. He can't really come back with what my field is, and I think that was really it. Yeah, just 2 cards in hand, not really looking good for him. As you can see, waiting for the opponent, and he just scoops. Okay, so round 3, I think, and game 1. So this is the last match that we're doing for this week, and I started off with Armageddon Knight, probably the best normal summon that I could actually open. And my opponent is actually on Adamantipator. No, Appliancer. That's what they're called. I think this deck is actually really underrated. Maybe one day it'll actually see like competitive play, but I think the idea of it is really really cool. But my deck is just a little bit better than his right now. I think maybe he was still like also learning how to play it. But yeah, after making a board that he can't beat, I think I got the game in the bag. But then this happens.
Get fucked, Four Eyes!
Yep, feeling the lightning doesn't feel good at all. But it's whatever. I mean, he sees I have 4 cards in hand, and with what he has, I don't think he's going to be able to beat me. So unless he can attack directly for game here, he's pretty much going to lose. And I think he also knows that because after failing to realize it, he just scoops. So going into game 2 of round 3, and he accidentally misclicks and he ends his turn. So when it comes to me, I just end my turn right back, so that way he has a chance to go first again. And he makes a board, doesn't really do a whole lot, can't really interact with me too much, so he just passes. And then I'm working with 7 cards, so he doesn't really have a chance to come back and win because my hand is loaded. I have Super Poly, I have all the fusion cards, and we're just going to go ahead and take this game because, again, he just doesn't know what to do. Again, I think he's still learning, but yeah, we just go ahead and take it here, and that's the round. Now let's talk. So as I'm sitting here editing all this footage that I just did for this episode, I'm thinking about how, like, what the deck really needs, like, what we should really be focusing on with the deck, and we really do need that invoked engine. As much as I hate to admit it, we need it. With Battles of Legend coming out in the near future, it's going to be a really good set to pick up some of those invoked fusion cards. But before we pick up any of those, this is next week's episode. I have this and another surprise. I know we're probably tired of seeing me just open Shadows in Valhalla, but I do have something else in store for next week's opening. It's something crazy, but it's going to be something other than Shadows in Valhalla because I know you're probably all tired of seeing it, but we really do need that invoked engine. That's probably the main focus that I want this deck to have. But yeah, guys, we're going to go ahead and end this week's video. Next week, more packs, more content, and hopefully better progress. But I'll catch you guys next week. This has been Papa, and I'll see you next time.